Okay, let me tell you a little something about setting up for a stream. Hey, my name is Wynne Blue. I'm playing you elevator music. Had to turn it off or it would take over my ears. So I'm still kind of setting up a little bit. I have my music stands that I don't know if it's close enough. My guitars are over here. I have my fresh water. I have this and that. And anyway, my even like, where's my guitar? My guitar's over here. My dog. And my dog is not anywhere to be found. Let's put her over here. That sounds good, right? Well, looks like a good thing. Looks like a good thing. Oh, there she is. I'm having a day. And you know how we all kind of just have days, right? We just have days. And I feel like I need to move this camera too. Because why not move the camera? All right, in an effort to not eat the microphone while I'm talking and singing, I'm just going to try and stay a little further back from the mic. See what happens. I'm also going to try something new for me. And that would be not paying attention to the numbers. Not paying attention to the numbers on my Twitch dashboard, because there is something to be said for not really worrying too hard about the numbers. You know what I mean? Just don't worry about the numbers. The numbers mean nothing. They are there to gauge something a little more commercial than what I am willing to really think about too hard. I mean, when you're new at this, and I would say that I'm pretty new at this. I haven't quite been doing it a year. At least I don't think I have. And you've gotten to all the requisite numbers, but you know, you're not quite a presence and you haven't quite figured it out. And at some point I will stop talking about this, but this is kind of educational for anybody who wants to do this kind of thing and embark it. It is a slow climb. It is a slow climb. I could have whatever, you know, I could have like 50 people in the chat. I could have 17 people, or I could just have one person hanging out and listening to me talk, because sometimes I get a little breathy when I do the art streams, which is... Anyway, so today is not an art stream, as you could probably guess. It is a music stream, and I'm going to try and take it easy today because the weather is changing and it has been having kind of an effect on my voice. And plus, I want to try a little harder to be kind to my voice so that I can do the singing part really well. And I'm not wearing my guitar just yet. It's right here. I had a little kerfuffle when it came to putting my guitar and my bass together. But anyway, the weather's changing. And sometimes I wake up with a dry throat, and sometimes I wake up with a squeaky throat. And it all has to do with things like, how hydrated am I? How Um, how much am I retaining water or not retaining water? Blah, 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 blah. All these things. And I don't like monitoring this stuff. Honestly, things were better when I was 40, when I just, all I had to do was take like a multivitamin and everything was good. For the record, the only prescriptions I really take are allergies. Oh my gosh. Allergies and an antidepressant that I'm pretty sure doesn't help. Well, it helps the way it's supposed to, but it doesn't help with other things. So, anyway, let me put on my guitar after I grab my iPad, which is just off of camera. You know what I mean? Just gotta step away from the camera this way. Oh, and all my guitars are in the way because I did not think this through properly. Okay. Oh, and I'm still connected. I'm still connected to my headphones. It's always going to be something. All right, here we go. Give me that. Come here, you. Ah! Maybe I should have like a camera set up on the other side of the room, so for when I jump out of the this camera's range, that you can see what sort of ridiculous stuff that I end up doing when I'm looking for something. All right, let's set up the timer. Man, I really hate this phone. Okay. Oh, and it's just there are so many things I just did not set up on this substitute phone. I miss my other phone. I miss the one I broke. So anyway, how are you? I hope you're good. And let me go through my spiel. Hello, my name is Wynne Blue. I'm an artist and a musician working out of Seattle. Unless, it's not proper, then I'm from the Seattle metropolitan area. And if you are a Seattle purist, I am from Bothell. Just a little thing I do to introduce myself to the group. Honestly, all the really ridiculous stuff that I'm doing right now is kind of just to psych myself up because I don't know. This is fun, but it can also be stressful. And I was talking about being kind of a new streamer that is still kind of building my presence here. I try to get to understand the platform, and I'm gravitating towards people who've been doing this for a few years, and they have a community. Um, I think the biggest challenge that I've encountered is, your standard. I really, I really don't want to sign up for another platform. I don't want to install another app. And you know what? I get that 100%. I mean, I already have to download an app for this, and download an app for that. It can get overwhelming. I mean, the Harmony ladies that I play with once a week, we're just kind of going through the motions of figuring out new songs that we want to learn. I know they want to do another gig, but I'm not. Oops, things were gonna fall. Um, I'm not 100% on gigging again because I don't think we were. I'm not 100% on gigging again, just simply because I was so woefully unprepared for the gig that we did this summer. I mean, yeah, it was fun, but it was also super stressful. And here I am trying to get this freaking music stand. I have another music stand. This is kind of like if you ever did band in high school, you know the one I'm talking about. It's just kind of a piece of metal on a stick. And some kids would put stickers on theirs on the side that the band director couldn't see. I know I did, but I was a rebel. Rebel French horn player. Oh, come on. It's always the equipment, right? It's always the little residuals. Anyway, so they've been going through songs, and after every jam that I have with them, which is usually, kind of talking and being goofy and, throwing out some songs that I've never heard before and some that I haven't heard since I was a kid. So we're learning some, and the ones that just don't pass muster, well, if I like singing them, they go in my songbook. And if they do like them, then they go into the list of songs we like to do, and I think that's kind of the way that it's supposed to work. So let me see if this iPad will sit on this music stand without falling over. Please don't fall over. I should probably get a new iPad. Come on. Come on, you. So anyway, let me pick up my guitar. I debated whether or not I should sit down to play guitar, and I don't think I want to do that. Also, I have this really cool drum machine that I really want to play around with, but last time I played it, I think it might have been too loud. Can you hear that? So I can either play to this, or I can. Yeah, I'm probably not going to play to this, but I like the different sounds it makes. My favorite one is the disco one. Let me know if that's really faint, or if it sounds okay. Believe me, I'm not ready to play to what is essentially a click track. Yay! Yeah, that's kind of a simple one right there. Went out to the marketplace 'cause I needed some cookies this week. If I didn't want cookies, I wanted a Coca-Cola. And if I didn't get a Coca-Cola, I go out to the deli and get chicken wings, because the chicken wings are pretty awesome and I recommend them. It's just a beat. You tap your feet. You can make up anything you want if you got a beat. See what I mean? It's just a little thing and you want it to be. I like doing the thing with a beat. So, while I'm getting my stuff up, I do have a song list. Song list. It's a song list, and it's going up to pin. All right. Cool thing about having a song list is that I've been adding stuff to it that I'm kind of okay with, and others that I am not okay with. All right, so I'm going to look at the song list real quick because song lists are awesome. Song lists are really great. Let's see, 1960s. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get rid of something here. Sorry. Song list. And we are in the. I'm getting rid of this one. I'm going to trash it. Goodbye. I can always put it back later. But anyway, I was saying earlier that my little jam group was doing this. They just try out songs, and they're always way above where I can actually hit them. And it's a little frustrating to me because I don't want to let them down by vetoing any songs. And I also don't want to hurt myself. And when it comes to songs that I struggle with as far as the range, I just change the song. Just change the song. I got an incoming ad break in about 2 minutes. So I'm just going to try and set up here and let you know when it starts. When you see an ad break come up, I mean, I always hope that you'll click on it, just because it helps me. But I also hope that you will stick around for like 2.5 minutes. Maybe get yourself a beverage. Go to the bathroom. Get a snack. And I have been kind of feeling weird about my bass playing. I actually set up my bass over here so that I can practice doing doing a little bit of singing and playing bass at the same time, which is something that I'm told is super hard. I did not know that that was the case because I don't really think too hard about that. Give me this. Note to self, I do not need 20 feet of cable. All right, and my Stream Elements bot will let you know when the ad is about to start. It says 13 seconds, so I'm going to muddle through one of these. Unless you're a subscriber, then you'll get to see me muddle through before we get back from ads. All right, stick around, get water. Sound check, sound check. Sound check, sound check. Doing a little bit of 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 sound check without. So it was one of the songs that we were playing around with, and I'm going to do this during the ad break just simply because if you are watching ads, you can't hear me butcher this. But anyway, use your Prime account. Because we tried this on a bunch of different capos, and I don't think any of them worked. And it's kind of a country song, so let's see if Wynne can make it better. Yeah, just wish me luck on this. I'm going to fart around with this mic. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, 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 oh. And it's not a Billy Joel song at all. I know there's a bucket of tears left to cry. It's kind of a country song. And anyone can see they way up, they well up at the edge of your eyes. Is your heart broken, aching from last night's pain? Baby, who done it? I wanna know that asshole's name. Tell me what's wrong. Who hurt you, baby? Lay in my arms and I'll serenade you until the sorrow is gone, never to return. Well, at least by tomorrow you won't feel yesterday's burn. Sweetheart, I know there's a yell left to shout at the wall. And anyone can see your voice can't let out that call. Are you angry and bitter, downright upset at yourself for letting that man drag you all the way down to hell? Tell me what's wrong. Who hurt you, baby? Lay in my arms and I'll serenade you until the sorrow is gone, never to return. Oh, well, at least by tomorrow you won't feel yesterday's burn. Tell me what's wrong. Who hurt you, baby? Lay in my arms and I'll serenade you until the sorrow is gone, never to return. Oh, well, at least by tomorrow you won't feel yesterday's burn. Well, at least by tomorrow you won't feel yesterday's burn. I hope that turned out okay. I think that's actually pretty good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the song because I'm not a big country western person. Come on. God, what is it with me and inability to plug in chargers these days? But I heard the song and I thought, okay, well, that's kind of a mix of R&B and country. Let me see if I've got that on my song list so that I can mark it off as sung. It's not on there. That's fine. It's not like it's a song that I really want to play again, but it is something that I think is, it can sound good. Oh. Go get it, Fred. Go get it. Go get it. Okay, so Freddie had a seizure today, and I wasn't there when it started. She is prone to seizures. And at first we didn't know what to do. We always took her down to the vet hospital. We always took her down to the vet hospital, and they would stabilize her, she'd step off her nose to get her to stop. But today, usually I can catch them before they start. And today I didn't catch them. I was in the kitchen having breakfast. And I had finished my coffee. I had made it, and I was going to take it back to the bedroom and finish dressing. And when I came back, she was just, she was all twisted up and looking at me. I turned the corner, and she was looking right at me, and her tail was wagging, kind of like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you. What's going on?" Oh, my God. So I sat with her, and it just seemed like every time I left the room, I'd calm her down, and every time I left the room, her body would tense up and would do this crazy thing again. And it's very confusing because she was lucid, and she was sniffing at me and licking my face, and, "Oh, this is really great." And all I could think was, when are you going to settle down? Because her seizures have been very short lately. And I blame a lot of this on daylight savings ending, because we have to do a shift. We could always just leave it and, change the time in our alarms, because usually she goes 7 a.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m., and then 11 p.m., and we could have changed it so that it was, let's see, you go back. The math is always a headache, which is why we usually plan this a couple of weeks beforehand, so it's an easier transition, and we can just, but now we have to do freaking math. So, and I'm worried about this. Now, what used to be 7 o'clock is now 6 o'clock. So we have to give her meds at 6. And then in order to get back to the 7 o'clock schedule, We have to go 6, 6:15, 3 to 2:15. You know, just it has to go back 1 hour and up 15 minutes because we want to transition her to the new hour as quickly as possible. But this time of year, if we don't do it 2 weeks ahead of time, when we can actually look at the clocks, it's not good. Oh, hey, RD. How's it going? Who said to come check me out? Here I am talking about my dog. So far so good. I do music on Mondays and art on Wednesdays. And all last month, I was doing Inktober, and it turned out as, well, it's pretty fun. Doing the art streams is pretty fun. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope you'll stay for a song. I understand if you got a lot of other people to hang out with, but it would be cool if you hung out with me for a little bit. That's cool. I am doing a lot of talking these days. I'm doing a lot of talking. All right, I'm going to put a song up here that I like. I am putting a song up here that I like to do. I don't usually do this on guitar. I usually do this on bass. So let's check this out. It's kind of a sexy song. Maybe I should strap up my... What did we do? Capo off. Yeah. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to have a capo on this. Ah. Capos are important. Oh, Lord. Who plays on a capo 9? I'll get it. Yeah, that's wrong. No capo. I'm just remembering it wrong. Yeah, it just seems off. I know it ain't all that late, but you should probably leave. Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Seems wrong. I'm going to put my bass on. Screw this. Because I'm better off at the bass on this song than I am at the guitar. That's a big bass. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Okay. Plus, sometimes I'm better at other things. I know it ain't all that late, but you should probably leave. I recognize that look in your eyes, and you should probably leave. 'Cause I know you, and you know me. We both know where this is gonna lead. You want me to stay, that I want you to say that you should probably leave. You should probably leave. There's still time for you to finish your wine, and you should probably leave. It's hard to resist, alright, just one kiss. I should probably leave. And we're off to the chorus. 'Cause I know you, and you know me, and we both know where this is gonna lead. You want me to say, then I want you to stay, but you should probably leave. Yeah, you should probably leave. Good devil on the shoulder, you've been whispering in my ear. It's getting kinda hard for me to do the right thing here. I wanna do the right thing, baby. The sun on your skin now at 6 a.m. and I've been watching you sleep. Honey, I'm so afraid you're gonna wake up and say that you should probably leave. 'Cause I know you, and you know me. We both know where this is gonna lead. Want you to stay, but you will probably say that you should probably leave. Yeah, you should probably leave. Okay, yay. Thank you for hanging out with me on that. They tell me that playing bass and singing on these songs is way harder than it ought to be. And don't worry, I'm not going to play more songs on bass unless I have to. All right. I could play that one again later. I like that song, and I'll play it on my guitar. Now that I know that I was a half step off. Super awesome. Okay. I'm going to do another cover. Just simply because I've never done this one before. I kind of want to play with it. I don't know if you've ever heard this one. Good God, why has everything got to be such a struggle? So anyway, what you might have heard is that I do an art stream on Wednesday. I used to do it on Thursdays and Saturdays too, but that was just for October because I had a challenge to get through. Did I get through the challenge? Yes. Yes, I got through the challenge. By the skin of my teeth. Got through the challenged by the end of my ski. I got through that challenge by the skin of my teeth. I tried to rest, couldn't get no relief. And then I went to bed, couldn't get no sleep. I just finished the challenge by the skin of my teeth. Because, you gotta have drums. I don't usually play with drums, but whatevs. Good God almighty. I'm just disorganized AF today. F it. Okay. Plus, I got hair in my face. What the frack? Okay. Not used to playing this one on guitar. Uptown got its hustlers, the Bowery's got its bums. 42nd Street got Big Jim, a Walker, he boot shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he's big and dumb as a man can't come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, they all call Big Jim boss just because. They say you don't hug on Superman's cape, you don't spin into the wind, you don't put the mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, out of South Alabama come a country boy. He said, I'm looking for a man named Jim. I am a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but back home they call me Slim. I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He's driving a drop-top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and this may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. And everybody say, Jack, don't you know, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spin into the wind, you don't put the mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Do-do-do. Wrong chord. Hang on a second, let me figure this out. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, a hush fell over the pool room. Jimmy come hopping in off the street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the soles of the big man's feet. Yeah, he was cut in about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. And you'd better believe they sung a different kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. Now they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spin into the wind, you don't put the mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Yeah, Big Jim got his hat. Find out where it's at. Not hustling people strange to you. Even if you do have a two-piece custom-made pool cute. You don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spin into the wind, you don't put the mask off that old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. I've never played that one on a stream before. Although I do have to say, there are some chord progressions in here I am 100% not familiar with. And you don't mess around with Slim. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. and you don't mess around with Slim. Nice. There is one song in here that I'm not terribly good at, but I kind of want to play with it anyway because I don't know how many of you are out there and if you are cool with laughing at me, because I laugh at myself when I try to play this. And I had said earlier in the stream that there are some songs that my harmony group will pick that are just a little too out of my range to really be comfortable with. And it's an 80s song, and it used to be like the shiz of songs for the 80s. And I gotta tell you, I think I can make it sound decent. Don't worry, I'm not going to blow your ears out. I am going to, however, that's not ASMR. That is, what the heck is that hair? That hair is feeling. I don't want that. Hi, la la la. Oh, it's this. Okay. I'm not going to pull that out. Why would I pull out my own hair? I'm not going to pull out my damn hair. We're going to do this on Capo too, because maybe. Let's see how the health of my other stream is going. I am simulcasting on the YouTubes. Just checking on them. Hey, YouTubes. So here's your cheesy 80s song for the day. If you recognize the chord progression, which I'm sure some of you who might be musicians would recognize it. And I totally need to tune. What the holy heck is that? That is a mess. Anyway, my day has been fantastic. I have been thoroughly borked by the time change. My dog's medication has been totally borked by the time change. And I spent a lot of my day just figuring out how to deal with my poor, suffering dog. Whoa, what is that? Okay, everything is pretty much in tune. I just am not very good at the guitar, so we'll see what we end up doing. Which means, let's see, we missed out on walkies because of her reaction. Not happy about that. Let's see, I missed out on going to the grocery store because, it takes me a little while to get used to the streams. So let's go on with the cheese, shall we? Of course, it would help if you could hear my guitar. If the guitar is too loud or not loud enough, please let me know. I know this is a lurker-friendly stream, but it's okay. I'm not going to make you chat. I'm just going to appreciate that you're here. Because I do have a lot of love for my lurkers. Gotta take a little time. A little time to think things over. I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older. Now this mountain I must climb feels like the world upon my shoulders. Through the clouds I see love shine. There keeps me warm as life grows colder. And I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do here. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me. I'm going to try this. Gonna take a little time to look around me. I got nowhere left to hide. It looks like love has finally found me. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me. Want to know what love is. I'm talking about love. Want to feel what love is. Oh, I want you to show me. I don't think that went that bad. I know I'm not going to go, "I know what love is." Good grief, I'm not that guy. That guy, I wonder what he does to get those notes other than just practice. Practice, baby, practice. All right, I'm going to do an original because I'm okay. I've been playing these songs for a really long time, and so they come kind of like second nature a little bit, and I don't necessarily enjoy playing them anymore. I do like doing improv here on my stream where I do, little stupid songs that are kind of fun, where I just kind of narrate what it is that I'm doing. Hey, I'm doing a thing. Look at me, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing. Hey, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do it really good. And I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. Okay. So let me pull up a song that I'm used to doing. Bum, 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 bum. So this song, where are you? Okay. And I'm going to figure out another one too. Let's see, another fun one. All right, we'll do a couple of other songs, and if you've got, there should be a pinned, well, you know, wherever it is, it's a pinned comment that is, you know, where you can go and figure out what, if you'd like to hear me do a song, if you have a specific song that is not on my list, but you think I can play. So go ahead and give it a request. I think I'm gonna do that one, and then we will see how it goes. All right. Making sure I'm on the right things. No. Okay, wrong finger lifted up. There we go. I'm sorry, Franklin. I know you're hurting. I don't take action because I'm weak. I know you're young, boy. Your bones will heal. That ain't much comfort in these streets. They always told me it would make me stronger, and all I'd have to do was survive. I wish I could say they were right, but after all this time, I know your mama, she's such a pretty young thing. I do not know what she sees in that man. I'm just a stranger to the one who hurts you now, but if it crosses my path, I promise something will go down. They always told me it would make me stronger, and all I'd have to do was survive. I wish I could say they were right, but after all this time, oh yeah, a smile or a frown at the wrong time. Child, you gonna be misunderstood. They call you smart, that ain't a compliment. I see they made their point clear with the back of a hand. They always told me it would make me stronger, and all I'd have to do was survive. I wish I could say they were right, but after all this time, I can't agree at all. I can't agree, no, not at all. Alright, doing the edit mode. Ba ba ba. Have the bots have fun with that one. Uh-oh. Gotta bring out the paper hymnal for this one. Why is that? When this is such a popular song when I was still gigging? I'll tell you why. Because I haven't played it before, and well, I have played it before many, many times on my own, like solo and all this other stuff. But the issue is that it's been so long, and the only thing left of my memory for this is a piece of paper that I had to listen to my song like 5 times to write down what everything sounds like still. So let me look it up. because it's in here. It still sounds good. All right. All right. Ooh. La 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 ba 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 bum 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 bum. Opening up the book, having papers fall out, 'cause that's just what we do when we scream and shout. Okay, good. That wasn't the papers I needed. Something about my stream that says, hey, let's throw things on the floor. You don't need them anymore. And if you did, well, I'm so sorry. But it's gone, 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 gone. Things are always gonna fall. They're gonna fall down to the ground, probably 'cause you wanted them so bad. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna turn down the guitar because I don't want to hurt myself. This one is about a stalker. I read about you in the paper, and I followed you here. Didn't mean to surprise you by being so quiet. Alarming, I know. Well, I have a message, and I tried to be perfectly clear, tried to stay calm. Don't you wanna know my name? Don't you wanna be my story? Don't you wanna know my name? As I'm standing here before you, uninvited, I left the light on in the foyer, like you normally do, and sat here in silence, the darkness, patiently waiting for you. I see it so clearly, why you like living alone. Here's where I join you in private. Don't struggle too hard, just try to stay calm. And don't you wanna be my story? Don't you wanna know my name? As I'm standing here before you, uninvited and remarkably calm. Damn it. Don't pretend you don't remember telling me you love me. It was almost like a dream, but you turned away, ignoring me. I read about you in the paper, and I followed you here. You think the news would just get by me, and then I'd let go? Well, I have a message. Let me make myself perfectly clear. I will not stay calm. I will not be calm. Don't you wanna know my name? Don't you wanna be my story? Don't you wanna know my name? 'Cause I'm standing here before you, uninvited and remarkably calm. Remarkably calm. I read about you in the paper. Whoa. That one gives me the heebie-jeebies. I remember what I wrote it about, and I remember when I wrote it. I remember what I was thinking when I wrote it. And now I don't feel that way. I'm very creeped out by it. But, dang. Good song, good song, good song. All right, this next one, I'm not entirely sure it's in my book. So we're gonna look. We're gonna look in the iPad and we're gonna see if it's there. It is not. Fantastic. Fantastic. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So I wasted most of my day, but that's okay. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. I wasted most of my day. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. Let's see what we got, what we got. Boop, 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 boop. If I don't have this on paper, I'm going to be very sad. I have this song, I have that one, I have that song, I have a birthday song, I have this song. Ooh, I have that song, but no chords. All right, looks like this is in a pocket somewhere. Honestly, you'd think I would put holes in these things and stick them in the book, right? What's the point of having a binder if you don't stick everything in the book? Yay, get out the book and look for sheet music right now. We'll leave the figuring to those we pass on the way out of town. Don't drink the water, I think there might be something hurting everyone. I want to clear my head, I want to sing that song. I want to love you good and strong while our love is good and young. Y'all know that song? I love that song. And it's not there. I might have to find it somewhere else. Yeah, I'm going to find it in another thing. So anyway, how is your Monday? It's just another manic Monday. I like working with the iPad because the iPad, if I can't find it in my books, I can find it on the iPad. Because it has this ingenious new thing. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called the internet. And the internet is amazing. It's also highly destructive, and when we're done here, you should probably go get a drink, sit out on your patio, look at the stars if there are any, and wait for rabbits to run across your yard. That's kind of what I do sometimes. Why is that an inactive? Oh, there we go. Oh, I wish I could scroll this one. This one does not have a capo. This one is one of my favorites from the band that helped me learn how to play guitar. They do not know this. I think I might have told them once, but They probably don't remember me. That's fine. I was a little bit goofy back then. You know how when you see somebody and you meet them, maybe you're at a Comic-Con and you meet your favorite author or maybe an actor from your favorite series, and you get up there and you're like, hey, hey, how's it going? I'm your biggest fan. Oh no, I don't even listen to anybody else. I have a friend who actually went to high school with Brendan Fraser. He went to high school with Brendan Fraser, and he was doing a meet and greet kind of thing. You know, you get in line, you pay for your autographs, blah blah blah. And he goes up and he's like, "Hey man, long time no see." And Fraser comes up and goes, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long." And they got a big hug and everything, and people were, you know, making videos, and it's like, what is up with this guy? Oh, well, they used to be high school buddies. And I was thinking to myself, wow, would it have been cool to be this guy's date or what? Just show up and say, hey. But no. I thought that was kind of fun. Incidentally, my friend's name is Brendan, so they were both Brendans. I wonder if they were the Brendans. Hey, look, the Brendans are coming. No, they were two different types of people. I'm pretty sure that Brendan Fraser was kind of nerdy in high school. Who knows? But Fraser's from Seattle, so there you go. Clean out your room, and under your bed lay a picture long forgotten. With a hand to your head, you sigh out loud as a memory rushes over and buries you. Summer rainstorm, the shed was dry with the girl from Carolina, and you held her so tight for the warmth that the rain denied as the timer slowed to a flash. So alive, listen to them when they say, cry in the sun. Ooh, when the devil beats his wife, cry, cry, cry in the sun. Hope I never see the price of my freedom. Yeah. Dance and sing now, trace the moon as it crawled along the night sky. Covered in dew, a lover's pact. Here's to now and don't look back. Oh, how I tried to heed the words written here. Cry in the sun. Ooh, and the devil beats his wife. Cry, cry, cry in the sun. I hope I never see the price of my freedom. Or time that brings you back and makes you feel alive. clouds your eyes when you could rule the world if you want to. Gotta calm down after that one. Well, I hear you're living far away, and that life's treated you well. You know that we were young and this picture's old, but I still can hear you say through the pounding of the rain, don't if you try, tell me can you hear him sing, cry in the sun, when the devil beats his wife, oh cry, cry, cry in the sun. Hope I never see the price of my freedom. I hope I never see the price of my freedom. Thank you. Yay! I need to learn to slow down. Let's see what I got on the drum machine here. Drum machine, drum machine, drum machine, drum machine. This one's called Oldies. Went out last night and I took a nap on a park bench where the people sat for the bus waiting, anticipating going downtown on a Saturday night. Oh, I went out and I took a bus and then I found myself just out of luck. I didn't have the fare, so I was literally going nowhere. All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my improv. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So there's this other Jim Croce song that I really like, but I don't know any of these chords. Well, maybe I do. Yeah. But I don't know how to finger pick, so that's kind of a problem. And maybe you've heard this song. Aha. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to finger pick, but I'm going to try. Yikes. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to strum because strumming is what I do. Right? Operator, can you help me place this call? See the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray, a guy she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, learned to take it well. I only wish my words just convinced myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. Operator, could you help me place this call? 'Cause I can't read the number that you just gave me. Something in my eyes, you know it happens every time. Think about a love that I thought would save me. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. Only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. It's my first time playing this. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 no. That's not the way it feels. Operator, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. You can keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 no. That's not the way it feels. I remember singing that song with my dad hanging around. My dad played guitar, and he had all of these songs, which is one of the things that drew me to the Harmony Ladies. And their selection of music, they were like, "Are you sure you want to play the songs that we want to play?" Well, yeah, sure. I'm down with that. Get back to your rock and roll, yacht rock roots kind of stuff, but not all yacht rock. Not all of it is. Some of it is. So let's bring up the mood just a little bit with a song that I know, that I don't play very long, but it's so easy. Get a song that's so easy. Get a song that's so easy. That's our drum interlude for the hour. I don't even know what time it is. What freaking time is it? Oh, I haven't done too much. All right. Y'all still should let me know if that drum machine is too loud because I am so worried that I'm like going to turn it on and everybody's going to go, whoa, that's wrong. Anyway, I think if my friend Beach Doggy is on, she would probably tell me. And if my husband is watching, he might tell me. He's always worried. I had somebody come up to me in Meat Space saying, yeah, the sound might have been a little off balance. I'm like, girl, you better put it in the comments. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Just tell me so, 'cause I need to know. Can't believe I took my cape off. I need that cape off. Sunshine, go away today. Don't feel much like dancing. Some man's gone, he's tried to ruin my life. I don't know what he's asking. When he tells me I better get in line, I can't hear what he's saying. When I grow, I'm gonna make it mine. These ain't dues I've been paying. Well, how much does it cost? I'll buy it. The time is all we've lost. I try it, and he can't even run his own life. Be damned if he'll run mine. Sunshine. Sunshine, go away today. I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's gone, he's tried to run my life. He don't know what he's asking. Working starts to make me wonder where fruits of what I do are going. When he says in love and war is fair, he's got cards he ain't showing. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. Time is all we've lost. I'll try it. He can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. Sunshine. Oh, sunshine, come back another day. I promise you I'll be singing. In this old world, she's gonna turn around. Brand new bells will be ringing. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. How the time we've lost, I'll try it. He can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. Sunshine. I gotta make sure that if it's on the list, I mark it off. I mark it off. I mark it off. Oh, and it's not in the songs at all. I keep singing these songs that aren't on the song list. Oh, there was a song I really wanted to do. Let's see if I can find it. So I heard I've been kind of watching music people, watching a lot of art people. And I gotta say, I really enjoy the music people who've been around long enough and done their homework enough that they have all of the backgrounds and all of the alerts. And I'm still learning how to do alerts. So like for instance, all this time I have not been getting alerts for new followers. I just pretty much just have to look at my activity feed in OBS to see if somebody is followed or subscribed or given bits or something. But today I went in and I actually added alerts. So now if somebody raids or subscribes or follows, then I'll get a cool thing. I'm going to look for this particular song because I heard it on the radio the other day and I'm like, yeah, I want to play this one, and it's kind of a silly one, and I just don't really feel like going to Ultimate Guitar and trying to find it. Let me tell you something about Ultimate Guitar. I hate them. I hate Ultimate Guitar. I hate that website so hard. I hate them so bad. Okay. And when it comes to this particular song, there's like 17 different ways to play it because, there's a riff that goes with it. And of course, nobody knows how to code this stuff. Oh gosh, you guys are going to kill me. Okay, I can probably handle this one. All right. So I'm going to put this one in my songbook. I hope y'all are doing okay. Make sure you get yourself some refreshments. Take a quick little bio break. Apparently we had an ad break, and I wasn't looking at the control center, so I missed it. Sorry, I missed the ad break. I hope you didn't miss anything important. Oh, what the heck is this? No capo. I'm not going to put a capo on it. 7999. Okay. 57. Oh, I see. Let's see if I can actually make this sound somewhat normal. No, that's not going to sound normal at all. Oh, I'm not going to do anything special. I'm not a tablature reader. I do not do this. I do this. However, I will change the key. Come on, you. It's trial and error, and I haven't played this one ever. Okay, well let's try this one. And forgive me if this is cliche, but sometimes you just want to hear oldies from the 90s. From the 90s. All right. that my life is pretty plain. I like watching the puddles gather rain, and all I can do is pour some tea for two and speak my point of view. But it's not sane, it's not sane. Just want someone to say to me, oh, 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 I'll always be there when you wake. Yeah, no, I'd like to keep my cheeks dry today, yeah. So stay with me and I'll have it made. And I don't understand why I sleep all day, and I start to complain that there's no rain. And all I can do is read a book to stay awake. It rips my life away, but it's a great escape. Escape, escape. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. You don't like my point of view, you call me insane. It's not sane, it's not sane, it's not sane. Just want someone to say to me, oh, 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 I'll always be there when you wake. Yeah, I know how to keep my cheeks dry today, yeah. So stay with me and I'll have it made. I'll have it made, have it made, I'll have it made. I'll have it made. I'll have it made, I'll have it made. Oh, 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 oh. That was not on the list either. I think I'm feeling the need to try new things. So I may just go back in time a little bit. Beyond the 90s. I did do something from the 70s. I did a couple things from the 70s. So I even have some. I'll do an original, and but first I want to do I want to do one that is really how do I say this? I get a lot of good stuff from this one, so I'm gonna request that one, and let's see what else. I've already played that song. And let's see. You know, if you're on Twitch and you see the streamer song list, I don't know if the YouTube people can see the streamer song list or not, and I'm not entirely sure what my alternatives are for the streamer song lists for YouTube. I just know that I have the one for Twitch. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one and this one. And let's find one of my originals that we can play. Here we go. Now, this song, if you haven't heard it for a while, this is a song written by Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. And it was recorded also by the Indigo Girls, who I also was kind of playing around with as far as songs go. And it's one of my favorites to sing. It's easy chords, and it's a pretty song. It really is. Damn it. Here I had this pretty song all keyed up. So how are you doing? Where are you from? You can just say it out loud. I'll hear you. You don't have to type anything. Oh, really? I have an uncle that lives out there. I think one of my cousins moved out there for a while, too. Actually, I don't think I've ever really been there. That's what I get for not traveling very much. I was thinking I might take a train ride out to the East Coast. Maybe make a little stop in Birmingham or something. I think that might be fun. My sister lives in Birmingham, so don't be like, what? What the heck you want to go to Birmingham for? Well, American steel production and the statue of Vulcan. No, I grew up there. Try not to hate. Try not to hurt me. Try not to hurt me. Everything will be alright. Everything will be just fine, fine, fine tonight. Turn up the volume on the guitar. Give me my damn key there. That's not it. What is wrong with me? Why can't I hit the keys? Pretty song. Wrong chords. I think maybe I should sit for this one. I don't know. Love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade, and he's laying everybody low with a love song that he made. And he finds a convenient street light, steps out of the shade and says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? Juliet says, hey, it's Romeo. He nearly gave me a heart attack. Yeah, well, he's underneath my window and she's singing, Hey, lie, my boyfriend's back. Shouldn't come around here singing up to people like that. Oh, anyway, what you gonna do about it? Juliet, the dice were loaded from the start. Now forget, I bet you exploded into my heart. And I forget the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong, Julie? We both come up on different streets, and they both were streets of shame. Both dirty, both mean, and even the dreams were the same. Well, I dreamed your dream for you, and now your dream is real. Oh, tell me, honey, how can you look at me like I was just another one of your deals? But now you pawn your string chains of silver, and you pawn your chains of gold. You know you fall for pretty strangers, and the promises they hold. Well, you promised me everything, and then you promised me thick and thin, and now you just turn away and say, Romeo, I think I used to have a scene with him. Oh, Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said, I love you like the stars above. I'm gonna love you till I die. There's a place for us, and I know you know this song. Now when you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong, Julie? I'm so in love, so in love. Yeah. But I can't do the talk like the talk on the TV screen, and I can't do a love song not the way you sung it to me. I can't do anything, but I would do anything for you. Now I can't do anything except be in love with you now. All I do is miss you, and the way you used to be, you know. And all I do is keep the beat, and I keep bad, bad company. And all I do is kiss you through the bars of this rhyme. Well, Julie, I do the stars with you anytime. Oh, Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said, I love you like the stars above. I'm gonna love you till I die. There's a place for us, and I know you know the movie song. One day we're gonna realize that it was just that the time was wrong, Julie. Oh, Julie. This love-struck Romeo sets the street still serenade, laying everybody low. He's got a love song that he made. Finds a convenient street light, and you step out of the shade and say something like, you and me, babe, how about it? That was fun. I like that song. All right. Oh, I gotta drink some liquid. What in the world am I thinking, doing all these songs and doing all these songs, doing all the songs without Proper hydration. Mm. Did you catch that ASMR thing I did? Oh, it didn't do it that time. So, I've recently had a conversation with my better half about finding work, the kind of stuff that actually gives you a paycheck. And it's not that I don't want to, it's that I looked for a really long time, and people my age have a really hard time landing new work. It doesn't matter if you've had experience. It doesn't matter if you're really good at what you do or if you have awesome references. It's an age thing. And this is something that my dad and several other of my elders warned me about. So when it came time for me to find another job, I didn't really believe them. I'm like, well, I'm awesome. What in the world? And there's all kinds of thoughts on this particular topic. One of them is, well, if you're awesome, you'll find a job. If you're the right fit for the job, you'll land the job. Oh, that's great. But there's something else about that I'll touch upon in a second. And then there is the whole, hey, all you old people need to step out of the job search and the candidate pools because we can't find a job. I'm like, well, sorry, Zoomer, but we're not dead. We still have mortgages and families to feed. What, you think we get to a certain point and you stick us on a ice floe and let us be eaten by polar bears or something? No, it's you'll get here and you'll see exactly why we haven't left the workforce. So, and then of course there's the whole growing out my red hair during COVID, which is something I kind of regret, but I also don't, because one, look at these cool stripes. Look at these cool stripes. These are awesome stripes. I have stripes here too. I mean, I guess I could pay a salon to, make the non-stripy parts red, but gotta have a job to go to the salon and pay the kind of money that makes those stripes. So it's time for me to get a real job, not just begging on the street. Although I do think that if I found a corner in Kirkland and just played during the day, I think I'd be all right. Make maybe, I don't know, $50, $100 a day. We'll have to find out. Capo 3. All right, let's see. Trying to think if this is the right one. Is this the right? There we go. Yeah, I don't need a freaking capo. Who the hell had me put a capo on this? Been around for such a long time now. Maybe I could leave you, but I don't know how. Why should I be lonely every night and I can be with you? Oh yes, you make it right. And I don't listen to the guys who say that you're bad for me and I should turn you away, 'cause they don't know about us. They've never heard of love. I get a feeling when I look at you. Wherever you go now, I wanna be there too. They say we're crazy, but I just don't care. If they keep on talking, still they'll get nowhere. So I don't mind if they don't understand when I look at you, when you hold my hand. 'Cause they don't know about us. They've never heard of love. Why should it matter to us if they don't approve? We should just take our chances while we've got nothing to lose. Baby, there's no need for living in the past. Now I found good love and gonna make it last. I tell the others, don't you bother me, 'cause when they look at you, they don't see what I see. No, I don't listen to their wasted lines. Got my eyes wide open and I see the signs. 'Cause they don't know about us. Come on, BBB. And they've never heard of love. No, I don't listen to their wasted lines. Got my eyes wide open and I see the signs. 'Cause they don't know about us. And they've never heard of love. Come on. Anyway, I like that song. That's why I played it. Cowabunga. Here we go. I want to try this one. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 dun dun dun. Da 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 dun dun dun. Oh, 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 oh. I wanna be your friend. Be your friend. So the next one is one of mine, and it's full of energy because we need some energy. Not electricity, energy. When you're in the dark and you want to see electricity, 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 electricity. Not that song, I'm not doing that song. That's Schoolhouse Rock stuff, man. I haven't found the one that I really want to do. Oh, somebody texted me. Hang on. What are you saying and why am I looking at texts? I'll tell you why in just a sec. Do 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 do. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right. Not anything you need to worry about. We're good. There's never enough time. I steal hours from my sleep, stay up all night, and I'm not bothered by circles under my eyes, not as much as I should be. And if I make a few mistakes, I shake it off, start over again, ignore the pain that stays inside my head, where it will always and forever be. There's something on my mind, it's always changing, and I cannot rewind. No, no, no. There's something that I find, it's always changing, and I cannot rewind, rewind, rewind. It gets under my skin. No matter how hard I may try, it will not rest. A never-ending urge to destroy and to purge the lesser parts of me. And you can call it what you want, go on, judge me, but I will never stop trying to leave my mark upon this world. Remember my name, it's my legacy. There's something on my mind, ba ba ba, it's always changing, ba ba ba, and I cannot rewind. No, no, no. There's something that I find, it's always changing, and I cannot rewind, 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 rewind. Oh, there's a solo here, and I'm not gonna sing it, but I might. It goes kinda like me, 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 me. There is never enough time. I steal hours from my sleep, stay up all night, and I'm not bothered by circles under my eyes, not as much as I should be. And if I make a few mistakes, I'll shake it off, I'll start over again, ignore the pain that stays inside my head, where it will always and forever be. There's something on my mind, it's always changing, and I cannot rewind. No, no, no. There's something that I find, it's always changing, and I cannot rewind, 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 rewind. How's that? How the heck is that? Anyway, I'm taking last minute requests. And last minute requests, last minute requests, last minute requests, last minute requests, and I'm gonna sing those, and everything's fine. Do 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 do. So there is a song that I really like to play. So I'm gonna, and I do this almost every time because I think it's so fun. Such a fun freaking song. And of course my family's probably tired of me playing this and practicing it, but I don't care. Do what you want. Do what you want. That's how you do it, y'all. You just do what you want. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you just do what you want. Do what you want. What you want. Oh, there we go. All right, I played this last week, and I think I might have played it every week since I finally learned how to play it. So yeah, we're just gonna play it. We're just gonna play it because it's fun. Let me make sure I drink some water first. Are you guys drinking water? You need to make sure you're drinking water. Drinking water, maybe getting some jammies on, depending on what side of the planet you're on. So I grew up in an age where we watched a lot of comedy specials on things like HBO and Showtime. This was long before any of those any streaming services came along. You had to basically get the guide, find out when they were playing whatever it was that you wanted to watch, and then show up. Or program your VCR, because you could record stuff off the TV back then. So, Eddie Murphy didn't always used to be the way he is. He's always been kind of funny, and he's always been very charismatic, but he's also been very rebellious. He's had his rebellious phase, like you do, right? And he did this impression of Elvis in one of his comedy specials. And, you know, me and my friends had seen it. We saw it in our own homes. Sometimes we watch it together. We're not supposed to watch it because we're kids or teenagers or whatever, and they're still trying to keep us from cussing. I'm sorry, honey, if you send your kids to public school, they are going to cuss. Right? And Murphy was dropping F-bombs everywhere, talking about this and that and other things that mom and dad didn't want us to talk about. But he did this Elvis impersonation. And so, damn, Elvis had musicals and he had songs about everything. Like, you give him a drink, you give him a lemonade, and he'd go like, lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. Now, whenever anybody hands me a lemonade, I think of that song. I think of Eddie Murphy singing, lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. So let's do this one because it's fun. And anybody who drops by, I really hope they throw me a follow because I can always use more follows. That, and I want to test my fancy new alerts. Oh, my fancy new alerts. If you know the song, just sing along. You know you want to sing along. Oh, yeah, here we go. Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say 'cause I know I'm cute. Glue it down to my drawers, LV on all my shoes. I've been dripping so much sauce, got a bitch looking like ragu. Lit like a crystal ball, that's cool, baby, so is you. That's how if I'm shining, everybody's gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even got to try. I like Chardonnay, get better over time. Heard you say I'm not the baddest, you lie. It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose, gotta blame it on my juice, baby. It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. The pudding in the proof, gotta blame it on my juice. Yeah, blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. Yeah, blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. No, I'm not a snack at all. Look, baby, I'm the whole damn meal. If you ain't being slick, don't you dare try to cop a feel. Juice ain't worth a squeeze if juice don't look like this. Hold up, sugar, please, don't make me have to take your phone. I'm shining, everybody's gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even got to try. I'm like Chardonnay, get better over time. Heard you say I'm not the baddest. You lie. It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose. Blame it on my juice, baby. It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I'm the pudding in the proof. Blame it on my juice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. All right. Somebody come get this man. I think he got lost in my DMs. What? My DMs. What? You better come get your man. I think you want to be way more than friends. What? More than friends. What you want me to say? It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose. Gotta blame it on my juice, baby. It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I'm the pudding in the proof. Pudding in the proof. You got to blame it on my juice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice. All right. Yeah, I like that song. It's fun to play. It's fun to sing. It's fun to hear. Although Lizzo has gone through her share of being yanked around the block a few times. I don't know. I think that's like a rite of passage for every hot musician, everyone who's had their breakthrough and everybody loves them. I haven't heard anything about Janelle Monáe though. I think she might have skipped that. I like Janelle Monáe. I like that she can act. Wasn't she also in Hidden Figures? That's the one about the shooting things to the moon, that kind of thing. So let's see what else we can do. I want to do something. Well, that one had a lot of energy, and I want to bring it down just a little bit because I'm feeling like I need to chill a little bit. I need to chill, and then I'm going to do a thing, do a thing, do a thing, do a thing. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, I learned this one recently because I really like the way that the vocals sound when I sing them. You ever done that? I like the way I sound when I sing this song. Yes, that is me. I am the one that enjoys this. And then, why don't I sing this song, whether you like it or not, right? Okay, because I do this for me, not for you. I do this for me and for you. I don't do it just for you. I do it for us. We. It's us. Okay. And yes, I know I'm a little goofy today, but it's Monday. I've had a day. I had a little adventure with my dog, which was not really so much an adventure as it was. I probably could have just left her there because she was. And of course, she did this all during the time we were supposed to give her her meds, and she would not eat the treat because we put him in a treat, right? We put him in a treat. And you put it in the treat, and she's like, oh man, this is awesome. It's a treat. And, well, hang on. Well, I'm going to show you Freddie while I pick out these next songs. So she refused to eat the treat. And I was getting kind of irritated at this because, she has to take her meds. She's already taking them 15 minutes past what she usually does. And I'm kind of panicking after 15 minutes of trying to get her in there. And Well, it turns out she's just not going to have it. She's not having any of that. She's not going to eat it. She'll eat any other treat that I give her, but she's not going to eat the one she needs to. So I ended up taking a bunch of cheese. Are you going to eat cheese? Why, yes, I'm going to eat cheese, Mom. So she eats a bunch of cheese. And so I take some shredded cheese and I just smush it all together like there's no tomorrow. Smush it all together, put it in there. And she could tell there was medicine in it. And she was about to spit it out when I finally went, "Oh, no, you don't." I felt bad about doing that, but my husband told me, after working with dogs for a while, this is what you do. This is what you do. You put it past the little hump in their tongue, and they will swallow it, and she will be fine. And that's what I did. She's like, "Oh, cheese." Wait, this is not real cheese. Yes, it's real cheese, honey. It's real cheese. Okay, so I'm gonna snooze this ad that's coming up in like 5 minutes, because I don't want you to see an ad for the last 2 or 3 songs after this. I don't want to do that. I would rather you listen to the music. I could probably just, oh hey, let me go to the bathroom and get some water and fix my hair, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sing this song with the time that I have given myself. Oh, I have to put it on a freaking capo, which just fell on the floor. Where are you? I know you're down here. Okay. Ah! Like freaking Homer Simpson, just hitting every single crag on the way down. This week I'm going to teach myself how to finger pick instead of just strumming. I think finger picking would sound nicer on some of these songs. Now if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on the ocean, setting me upon my pony on my boat. If I were Roy Rogers, I'd sure enough be single. I couldn't bring myself to marry an old Dale. It'd just be me and Trigger. We'd go riding through the movies, and we'd buy a boat, and on the sea we'd sail. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on the ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. Now the mystery masked man was smart, got himself a Tonto, 'cause Tonto did the dirty work for free. But Tonto, he was smarter, and one day said, "Kimosabe, kiss my ass, I bought a boat, I'm going out to sea." And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on the ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. scare him by the shade tree. I'd scare him by the light pole. Would not scare my pony on my boat out on the sea. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. Set me upon my pony on my boat. Set me upon my pony on my boat. I probably should do that on a higher capo, but that's okay. It was easy, and I did not hurt myself. All right, for my finale, my finale. Bum, 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 my finale. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I'm being silly. I'm being silly because I'm hungry. I have exactly 2 cookies left in a bag on top of the refrigerator that I hope my husband hasn't eaten yet. They are cowboy cookies. They are chocolate chip cookies with pecans in them. Yes, I know they're not really chocolate chip cookies if they have nuts in them. Or, yes, they are totally chocolate chip cookies if they have nuts in them. But I love these. I don't like walnuts and chocolate chip cookies. Something about pecans, man. They remind me of home. And they're on sale at the Safeway. 2 for $7, which means $3.50, which is awesome because usually they're $6 a bag. Way too much for cookies. And I think, okay, now just hear me out, that I'll go back to the grocery and I'll buy myself like 6 bags of these cookies. And I know my limit. I know how many I can eat without feeling bad. I mean, not just, mentally, but physically. There's a limit. I'm sure many of you learned this over Halloween, how much candy and sugar you can consume without getting sick, or probably more appropriate, what makes you sick. But these cookies, man, you're not limited to cowboy cookies. You can have chocolate chip cookies, you can have fudge cookies, you can have red velvet cookies, sugar cookies, white macadamia nut cookies, snickerdoodles. They have all kinds, but cowboy cookies, they always run out of them, so I get very excited when I see them. All right, so let's storm the castle, shall we? All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on, you. Thank you. I can't play the strumming pattern on this because I have to sing at the same time. They said you were beneath me, but I chose to ignore them. I was so much in love, but that fire wore out quickly, and then you became scary. You were much more in love. My hero finally came. He took me far away. How many castles must I leave behind? No, I'm not in this castle. I am not in this castle. I don't live in this castle. I'm not here, I don't have to wait here for you to save me. I don't need you to save me. I will be the queen someday, and you will never be my king. Here we go. You can gather all the gold, jump over lakes of fire. I will still tell you no, no. Run careful through the clouds. Enjoy your magic now. It will not change the beast you are. My hero finally came. Koopa took me far away. How many castles must I leave behind? No, I'm not in this castle. I am not in this castle. I don't live in this castle. I'm not here, I don't have to wait here for you to save me. I don't need you to save me. I will be the queen someday. And you will never be my king. It's not over. One more time for the people in the back. No, I'm not in this castle. I am not in this castle. I don't live in this castle. I'm not here, I don't have to. I don't need you to save me. I don't need you to save me. I will be the queen someday. I'm gonna rule this land without you. And I'll wear that crown so well. I'm gonna do it proud without you. So I will be the queen someday. I'm sorry, but you will never be my king. I don't have a pick. Where is it? Yeah, I'm bad with picks. Anyway. Anyway. I just want you to know that's my last song. My voice is starting to give out. So I really hope you'll drop me a follow if you've been lurking out there for a while. I'm glad that you could spend your time with me. If you are a follower and you would like to subscribe for a month, Prime will cover that for you. Oops. Prime will cover that for you. I have an art stream on Wednesdays, and I hope I get to see you then, because that's when I use my sexy lady radio voice. And sometimes I'll sing with the lo-fi, which is a little easier than listening to Wynne turn on the drum machine and make up stupid stuff. So I want you to know that I love you. I want you to be happy. I want wonderful things for you. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to look at Fred for a second because she's adorable and she is completely zonked out. So cute, so cute. So I'm going to, oh goodness. I would really like for you to hang out with me for a few minutes while I go introduce you to Guitar. He has just started his stream about half an hour ago, and he does acoustic covers, pretty mellow stuff. And I have wanted to meet him for a while, and I think that you would really like him. So my Twitch followers are about to get a big thing in a new person to chat with. And let's see, please at least stick with me until we get there. Okay, just at least until we get there. I know it's really common to just pop out, but I really want to see this guy. I want to know that he's doing all right. I want to hear his voice. I want to listen to him play. So we are going to go over and talk to Guitar. So give me a minute while I get all this set up. Have I mentioned that I love you and I want you to be happy? It's true. I do. I love so many people. I also say I love you to my friends, whether they think it's fun or not. So come back on Wednesday. I'll be doing an art stream. I think I might get back to painting since Inktober is over, but then again, I do have things that I need to do. So at any rate, hang out with me for 2 seconds while I get my stuff together for Guitar. All right, we're going to start this raid. I love you. Please be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be good people, and we'll be all right.